I was thinking. I was thinking all this controversy against the Sunni slash Salafs and the Shias. All this controversy that we have surrounding it has to be somewhere in this Quran that proves that the Sunni slash Salafs are right or proves that the Shias is right. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that he left nothing out the book. Nothing out the book. Now, the Sunnis and the Salafs, they say the liners of authority is Allah, Nabi Muhammad. Those who don't know what Nabi means, it means prophet. Nabi Muhammad and his companions, his friends. The Shias say the liners of authority, Allah, Nabi Muhammad, and his family, his akhibate, his blood relatives. And before we go on, we read a couple of verses of the Quran, inshallah. Al-An'am 6155. And this a book which we have revealed as a blessing. So follow it and be righteous. Baqarah 2:2. This is the book, and it is guidance sure without doubt to those who fear Allah. Al-Araf. But those who deny our signs and treat them with arrogance, they are the companions of the fire to dwell therein. In another verse in Quran, Allah said, He respect you for your salah. He respect you for your salah, your prayer, your worship. But if you reject the truth, He's going to throw you in the wrath. Simple as that. You're going in the fires. You can pray all day, but if you reject the truth, fires you go, champ. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let's move on. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always use family. You know, so any vital thing to give to someone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always use family first. You understand? Al-Baqarah 2177. To spend of your sustenance, wealth, out of love for him, for your kin, for orphans, for the needy, etc., etc. And Nisa 436. Serve Allah and join not any partners with him, and do good to parents, kinfolks, orphans, those in need, neighbors who are of kin, neighbors who are strangers, and the companions by your side, etc., etc. Hashr 59:7. What Allah has bestowed on his messenger from the people of the township belongs to Allah, to the messenger and to the kindred and orphans, the needy, etc., etc. This particular verse right here that I just got finished reading, this is when if you're a leader of a country and you go to war with another country and you win, you take the booty. The booty is the war wealth. The war wealth. You know what I'm saying? That you have acquired by defeating your enemy. So Allah say, Allah, you, and when I know who Allah is the God, the Father which is in heaven, the Creator. You understand? Now, gave us rules, even for wartime. You split your wealth with your family first. First Allah, you, say Nabi Muhammad. If you own the country, the leader of a country, you, then your family, the orphans, etc., etc. Now my thing, we ain't perfect here, but my thing is, in any thing that we spend vital, you know what I'm saying, first, like Allah say, out of love for him, it's for your kin. Out of the love for your Lord, we spend on our family first. Understand that. Now again, does he do the same? Is the method the same with those his caliphs and whom that he has to lead and represent him in this way of life? Do he use blood? Do he use family nearest of kin? Let's read. We're going to talk about the caliphs. In An-Nur 24:55. Allah has promised to those among you who believe and work righteous deeds that He will of a surety grant them in the land successors, caliphs, as He granted it to those before them, that He would establish in authority their religion, the one which He chosen for them, and that He will, after their fear, in exchange give them security, and they shall worship me and associate not with me aught, nothing. And whoever disbelieveth after this, these they are the wicked ones. Khalifa. What does Khalifa mean? We're going to take it simple. Basics and fundamentals. Khalifa, successor, means to succeed. Allah is building a caliphaship. Caliphas, man, remember, Allah didn't say He was creating a prophet or a messenger, etc., etc., but He said He was going to create a Khalifa, a successor, a successorship. And this is also the verse is telling us that more Khalifas is coming after the Nabi Muhammad. Now, these Khalifas, right, they will establish the deen. They will have security. They would never associate anything with Allah from birth until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took their souls out of their bodies. Now, now this is how I think. I'm not no scholar and I'm not perfect. I'm just saying this is what I think. This is how I think, right? My first question is, who is the Khalifas? Who are the Khalifas? Who are the men that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know what I'm saying, has chosen to lead mankind? Who are the Khalifa? Who was the first Khalifa? We know the first Khalifa is Adam, right? The first Khalifa is Adam. Allah said, behold, our Lord said to the angels, I will appoint a successor, a Khalifa on the earth. Not a prophet, not a messenger, etc., etc. Then we know that our first Khalifa is Adam. Now, let's read Ali Imran, family of Imran 3:33-34. Allah did choose Adam and Noah, the family of Ibrahim, and the family of Imran above all people. Offspring, one from the other. And verily Allah is all hearing, all knowing. Offspring, one from another. Blood. In Al-An'am 687, if you go to 683, he named the Khalifats, many of the Khalifats, in order. And then he said, and to their fathers and brethren, and to their fathers and progeny and brethren, we choose them and we guided them to the straight way. Now this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do this. He put them in the bracket of father, progeny, and brethren. Father, Ibrahim, Nabi Ibrahim, and Allah's peace and blessings be upon him and his family. Nabi Ibrahim. You have Isaac, Nabi Isaac. You have Nabi Yaqub, Nabi Yusuf, fathers. Progeny, close and kin. Nabi Ibrahim, Nabi Lot. They were Nabi Lot was the nephew of Nabi Ibrahim. Progeny, that's immediate family. Brethren, Jesus the Messiah, Nabi the Messiah, Isa, Jesus. He said, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. He said that Ahmed is coming. Right? And Ahmed is coming in the Ahmed is coming in the Quran. A Khalifa sanctioning another Khalifa. But they brethren. Why are they brethren? Because they had two different mothers and one and the same grandfather. Nabi, the Messiah, Isa, Jesus, came through the lineage of Isaac. Nabi Muhammad came from the lineage of Nabi Ismail, which has the same father, Nabi Ibrahim, which is referred to as the father of all nations. Uh, and Allah choose them, and Allah, this is Allah's methodology of how He chooses His Khalifats. And this is a sign for us to know who is the Khalifa. Now, all of them were family by blood, close knit. They was in the brackets of what? Father, immediate family, prodigy, and brother. Now, you see that I underline a lot of the words chosen. Allah chosen them. There's no election from whom Allah and none of His representatives. There's no election. Allah is truly competent. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need to ask the angels, is He going to create a Khalifa? He don't need to ask His creation who's going to lead His next, who's going to lead or represent Him. He's totally competent. Abu Bakr 2:47. Their prophet said to them, Allah has appointed Talut as king over you. They said, how can he exercise authority over us when we are better fitted than he to exercise authority? And he is not gifted with wealth and abundance. He said, Allah has chosen him above you and has gifted him abundantly with knowledge and bodily prowess. Allah Ta'ala granted his authority to whom he pleaseth. Allah is all-embracing, and he knoweth all things. 1958 to 130. You go see some other Quranic ayats. You go on, it goes on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? No one do not pick or choose Allah's representative here on this earth. Fact. O Dawood said, 38:26. O Dawood, O Dawood, Nabi Dawood, we did appoint thee a successor, Khalifa on earth. Ain't no elections on that. Ain't nobody has no proof that any of Allah's Khalifas, you understand, were ever elected by any people. And Allah gives them their names and their positions on this earth as Khalifas. Because the bar is understood that they Khalifas. Allah didn't say He created a prophet or a messenger, etc. on the earth. He said a Khalifa. Call him, Ali Imran 3:39. So the angels called him while he was standing in prayer in the chamber. Indeed, Allah gives you good tidings of John, Yahya, confirming a word from Allah, and honorable, abstaining, and a prophet from among the righteous. Allah named his position, because we already know his caliphs. We already know he has caliphship. Allah's named his position as prophet upon his earth. There's no election. Now, for these, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Verily, Al-Waqiyah 57-79, verily it is a Quran audible and a book hidden. Toucheth it not, none can grasp it except the purified ones. You have to understand, no one can grasp the divine message from Allah unless they are purified. None of our Khalifas cannot give you the full 100% understanding of the Quran on any book that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down unless they have to be purified. As simple as that. All our Khalifas, prophets, messages was purified by Allah to get divine inspiration so they can explain to the people. Now, in Azab 33:33, etc., etc., Allah only wishes to remove all abominations from you, ye members of the family, and to make you pure and spotless. Pure and spotless is the only phrase in the whole Quran that is directed to a particular people, the prophet and his family. The members of the prophet and the members of his family. The only phrase in the whole Quran. Yes, you have Allah tells us that we can purify ourselves. Alhamdulillah. There's a little difference. This is a thorough purification. So you can receive divine inspiration. Now, as a, now, as Ali was purified. He was one of those that was purified by Allah. Hassan and Hussein. Let's read this hadith by Aisha. Ibn Kathir related Aisha that the Prophet he went out one morning wearing a striped cloak of black camel hair. Al-Hassan came out and he wrapped him in the cloak with him. Then Al-Hussein came and he wrapped him in the cloak with him. Then Fatima came and he wrapped her in the cloak with him. Then Ali came and he wrapped him up in the cloak with him. Then the Prophet said, Allah Ta'ala wished only to remove al-rijis, filth, from you, O members of the family, and purify you with a thorough purification. Ahmad ibn Hanbal translated as pure as can be. And you can read in Ibn Taymiyyah his thing on the Ahlul-Bayt. You know, even though I'm not a big Ibn Taymiyyah fan, but those I know that most of the Salaf like reading Ibn Taymiyyah writings. He did a perfect job on, you ask me, but I'm not no scholar, I ain't perfect either, on explaining who the Ahlul-Bayt is. Now, this is my thing. I grew up watching Sesame Street. And Sesame Street said, which one of these things do not belong? They may put three birds in one car. And you ask yourself, now, which one of these don't belong? Right? We know the car don't belong. And I carried that all through my life. That's how I carried. Which one don't belong? Question. Now, we're talking about Ali. This is Ali versus Abu Bakr. Question, did they ever bow to any gods besides Allah? Ali, no, never, no recordings. Abu Bakr, yes. Are they related by blood? Ali, he is the second cousin of Nabi Muhammad, and he is married to Nabi Muhammad's daughter, Fatima. You understand? And they had two sons, with Hassan and Hussein, you understand, which is his grandfather. This is his grandsons. Do they fall under father, progeny, and brethren? Ali, yes. Abu Bakr, no. Are they pure? Ali, yes. Abu Bakr, no. No recordings. Were they chosen by Allah by way of election? Ali? No, because none of Allah's caliphs is by way of election. Abu Bakr? Yes, it was by way of election. Now, by way of election. You understand? What makes a crooked line? The deviation from it. What makes a crooked line? Now, check this out. In Qadir Kun, in the last speech of the Prophet, book Hayatus Sahaba, the lives of the Sahabas by late Maula Muhammad, right, narrator Ali saying, etc., etc., etc. His holding his court Ali's hand and said, he is also the master of one whose master Mawla I am. That's Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari, Ibn Majah, Tirmizi, and so forth. Allah sent his angels to Nabi Muhammad to let the people know that Ali will be the next master, the next leader. And this 3 days before his death. It's called Qadir Kun, the last speech. He letting the people know. But he already let them know before because Allah told him to warn his family first. And when he warned his family, he got everybody together and asked who going to be the next caliph. Ali raised his hand up 3 times. He was going to be the next one. And Ibn Ahmed, it said that he said, Ali said that I will. And then Muhammad said, okay, then you are my successor, my inheritor, my depth. You understand? Yeah. So, 333, all spring one from another. Father, progeny, brethren. Nabi Muhammad, who coming next in line? Who coming next in line through the hadith and through everything that you can see, who coming next in line? Hands down, Ali, Hassan, Hussein. This is the straight line. Allah said follow the straight path. This is the straight path. If you go over to anyone other than, because I don't have nothing personal against Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, them just names to me. I really don't have too much personal. It could be anybody. It could be any name. It doesn't make a difference. This is the straight way. Ali, because he's family, we went through the questionnaire. This is a crooked way. So as we can see, it's crooked. So you decide for yourself, through the light of the Quran, the next Khalifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after the rightful next Khalifa after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is Ali. It's simple as that. And you know, for years, I've been taught that it was 4 Khalifas in school. As I was a little kid, I was taught there was 4 Khalifas, and I never read it nowhere that it was 4 Khalifas in the Hadith, but in the little books that they write, you know. But Allah, the Nabi Muhammad, is running around. Allah said first that He's going to send Khalifas as He sent before, so we know more Khalifas coming after the Nabi Muhammad. And Nabi Muhammad said, 12 Khalifas. That to say, the Prophet said there will be 12 Khalifas that will govern Islam. Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari, Ibn Ahmed, and many others. You understand? And many others. Right? So, inshallah, we're going to read the last of the Quran before we close. You did. And I hope, inshallah, that, you know what I'm saying, we get something out of it. Like I say, Allah say, respect you for your salah. You can worship all day, all night. But if you reject this truth, you go into those fires. This could tell challenge to whether you really believe or not. Because a Muslim submits to the truth. And Allah said, follow that which is sent down. That's the Quran. Follow it. Out of any other book, thought the Quran, follow the Quran. Use it as your references. And this is a book which we have revealed as a blessing, so follow it and be righteous. This is the book, and it is guidance sure without doubt to those who fear Allah. But those who deny our signs and treat them with arrogance, they are the companions of the fire to dwell therein forever. And that's all I was